When Robbie Gordon showed up at the start of the rally, he had high ambitions for his new Gordini. But his first days on the Dakar were a real nightmare. The American had to deal with vapor lock problems, losing all hopes of victory as early as day 2.
Yeah, 5 or 6 times and 2 hours and 8 minutes. I'm pretty confident we'll go back to what we had on the Hummer and we'll be okay.
Gordon's trying to bounce back. He, however, remains in a poor 21st spot overall. Our strategy this week is to remain patient. But things went wrong on day 4 for Carlos Sainz.
He's not moving, Timo. He's not moving. Timo, put the pressure down, please.
Navigational problems and then electrical issues on the buggy saw El Matador drop down the standings dramatically, 6th, close to 2 hours adrift. That's the way the Dakar is. One day you're a hero, the next you're a villain. Everything that could have gone wrong really did. Sainz has a week to hit back in the dunes of Chile. Before the Dakar, Nasser Al-Attiyah had only driven his Mini during a short shakedown, and a tough learning experience it would be for the Qatari.
We learn a lot this week, you know. Now we are ready for next week, and our target from next week, you know, pushing maximum.
After missing a waypoint, the Qatari dropped down the standings. Can he still hope for victory?
I love to be in the podium. This is our target.
5th overall, the Nasser show should be spectacular. Maybe he's not the most spectacular, but certainly one of the most efficient. Giniel de Villiers struggled with power steering issues in the first days.
Very tough first week, you know. The last couple of Dakars in South America has never started off so tough, but this one has been really, really hard.
Still, the South African has managed to be the best of the non-mini drivers in his Toyota Hilux. 4th, he remains in contention for a podium spot.
We'll definitely keep on fighting, and I still think we're in with a chance for sure.
As expected, the Minis are in command. With 3 cars on the podium at the rest day and 6 in the top 11, the Dakar title looks to be going their way. But who would it be? Maybe Peter Hansel. It was probably the hardest week that we've ever had since the Dakar is in South America. Long stage, off-piste, camel grass. It's already been tough just to get here. He was a favourite coming into the Dakar, and rightfully so. 2 stage wins, but you can win a Dakar without winning stages. Struggling with navigation and punctures. We know that everything can still happen. We had a crazy week with a lot of different leaders, and the race remains open. We're going to try and put pressure on people, try to get closer to first spot. To do so, we must attack at the maximum. Local hero Orlando Terranova carries the hopes of our whole country on his shoulders. 2nd overall, finishing on the podium would already be outstanding. So far, so good for Nani Roma. The Catalan leads the way with a 30-minute advantage. It's obvious that the gap and the difference is nice. But will the Catalan have the nerves to hang on to the leadership? When you start a Dakar, you know that by looking at statistics, you can see that 2nd in the Dakar is 40 minutes behind the 1st. And every day, things can happen. We knew that it would be tough, and it really is hard. We have to be good every day. We have to make as little mistakes as possible. We will do some, and lose no time. That's the goal. In the top 5s then, it's a 30-minute and 30-second gap from Roma to Terranova. Peter Hansel 3 minutes further back, de Villiers 7 minutes behind him, and Al-Attiyah 1 hour 22 back in 5th. In the best newcomer standings, rookie Federico Villagra in his Mini leads the way. The Argentinian is currently 11th overall and is close to a 3-hour lead. In the T2 production class, Jun Mitsuhashi captured the lead yesterday, making the best of Nicolas Gibbon's late upsets. The Japanese is 22nd overall. Coming next in the trucks, Deroy has the lead of the race, but the pressure is mounting as the Kamaz team take turns to push the Iveco into a mistake. It's time to take an assessment about how many competitors have reached the rest day. Out of 174 bikes that left Rosario, 85 of them have got to Salta. 40 quads, but only 19 in the bivouac today. 73 out of 147 cars have got through. And in the trucks, 52 out of the 70 will start stage 7 tomorrow morning. 53% of the competitors remain in contention. The Dakar has developed aid focused on housing in Argentina. Thanks to a non-governmental organisation, Un Techo para mi País,